Hey guys, it's Shannon from iHeartRadio Canada here with Holly Humberstone. So good to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you said you had a day off yesterday.
Yes.
Did you spend that in Montreal?
I did, yeah.
Did you get to like explore and do anything? Or?
Yeah, usually it's kind of, if you're on tour, it's kind of hectic and you don't really get to see any of the city apart from around the venue that you're playing at.
Yeah.
So it was so nice just have a day to kind of wander and explore, and I ate some poutine.
You did?
And it was divine.
Was that your first time having poutine?
I had it last time I was here.
Oh, you did?
But it was just as good as I remember.
That's good to hear.
You guys are so lucky.
Yeah, you can't even say that you don't like it if you don't, because then people will just come for you.
Yeah,
they're
also
very protective of the poutine.
Also, who wouldn't like
Exactly.
chips and gravy and cheese?
Yeah,
Like, that's the dream.
It's a really good combination.
Yeah.
For sure. You're getting closer to the release of your debut album. How are you feeling about it? Are you kind of just eager for it to come out, or are you feeling nervous?
I don't know. I worked on it for so long that I've kind of
Right.
lost perspective
Yeah.
of like what it even sounds like anymore. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to sharing it, and I feel like every time you release a song or you release like a bunch of music, you hear it fresh because people are listening to it for the first time. So somehow it sounds kind of fresh again, and it gives it sort of a new lease of life for me. So yeah, I'm excited to see what people think of it, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably gives you a new perspective once other people hear it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm ready for it to like not be mine anymore and
Right.
to share it.
Yeah, does putting out a full length like debut album, does that kind of have a bit more pressure to it or hold more weight to it than releasing EPs, or does it feel pretty much the same?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, the writing process was definitely more of like just like work than it had been before writing EPs, because they usually kind of, you can take a few weeks in between tours and just kind of no pressure, do some writing and see what songs you get out of it. You've only got to get 6 songs or 5 songs, so like it's less pressure. But yeah, it was definitely really hard now doing the album, because I have already released quite a lot of music,
Right.
like an album's worth already of stuff. So I guess the challenge was trying to find areas where I hadn't really been before and trying to write about stuff that I hadn't already written loads about, and just make it a little bit something different, a new kind of story from what I'd done before. You know?
Was there a challenge in that?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? Yeah.
Definitely. I think I got halfway through and I was like, I can't do anymore.
Feel like I got nothing left.
Yeah, I've got nothing left. But yeah, it was really fun. Like I was on tour quite a lot of last year, so I think I had quite a few bits to write about, and I found that once, like I was on tour so much that once I got off tour and got into the studio, all I wanted to do was create, and I felt really like, like prolific, and like I wanted to write, and stuff was coming out, you know. So yeah, it was cool.
Is there a song that hasn't been released yet that you're like extra excited for fans to hear? I know songs are like children, it's like hard to pick your favorite, but is there one that you're extra excited for?
Yeah, there's one on the album that I'm trying to, I really want it to come out before October, because it's one of my favorites. It's called Kissing in Swimming Pools, and I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's stuck. Usually I get kind of bored of them if I've had them like in my pocket for a long time, but it's kind of stuck as my favorite one, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it. I don't really know where it came from, but I really like it.
Nice.
So,
are the songs that came out already, like Antichrist, Room Service, do you feel like that kind of encapsulates what the fans can expect from the full-length album?
I think so. To me,
they are very different too.
They are, yeah. I feel like, to me, the album, there's so much going on in it. Like there wasn't like sort of one main focus. Mm-hmm. It was just kind of like, here's everything in one album, I guess. But yeah, I feel like the album to me feels like it's in 2 separate halves of me, I guess, exploring 2 sides of myself. So like one side is kind of extroverted and the other side is kind of wanting to shut the world out. Like the album's called Paint My Bedroom Black, and shut everything out and be on my own. And yeah, I feel like Room Service and Antichrist are quite like
from both sides.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, I love it. And I love that Room Service too. I feel like there's so many songs that people write about like their love for a partner and things, but that's more of a about your friends.
Sure,
right?
it is. Yeah, I think it's just about people that I love that I don't get to see often. I'm sure loads of people can relate. Just I found myself really, really busy last year, and I was abroad quite a lot, and I kind of just wanted to write about. Well, I found that I would have a really busy day, and then I'd get into my hotel room at night and feel really sad, and I'd check my phone, and loads of stuff would be going on in England, and I'd be missing out on social stuff, and all I wanted to do was kind of go get a random hotel room somewhere and just shut the world out and do stupid stuff like order room service,
right,
and just have a fun time with my friends. So it's just kind of about that, and
yeah, I love it. It's such a good song.
Thank you.
What's your go-to room service order?
My go-to room service order, I'll take whatever's going, really.
Yeah.
Maybe I like a soup. I don't know why. Yeah,
I
feel like if I'm on tour, I need to try and be healthy so I don't get ill. So it's usually some sort of soup.
Nice.
But I'm down for that.
That's
really
good.
Soup.
There's like a whole debate. People say that soup is not a full meal, but then other people are like, soup is a meal. So where do you fall on that?
I think that you need some carb with it. Like maybe if it's a potato soup, I think that's a full meal. Or if you've got some bread, that's a full meal to me.
I feel like that solved the debate.
That solved the debate. That's the final.
But then if you have crackers with the soup, does that count as like a carb?
I've never heard of crackers with soup.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, growing up, we would like take like saltine crackers and then you like put it in the soup. Yeah.
Oh,
or you just dip it in. I think that counts too.
I think that counts. But I mean, it's really up to you. You can have as much as you want, can't you?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Everyone's free to be who they want to be.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't make the rules. I'm not here to tell people how to eat their soup.
Yeah, you're not the soup police.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the show Heartstopper, and I love your music, and I love that your song is in the new season. How is that for you?
It was so cool. Like, I watched the last season and I loved it so much. So, and all the music that they sort of handpicked for the show was just like perfect. So yeah, it's an honor to be included this year. And especially they used Deep End, which was the first song that I ever released, and it's like a really personal song to me. I wrote it about sort of mental health and about a family member who was struggling, and so it's really like a personal song to me still. So yeah, I'm glad that they used that song, and I've watched the scene, and it's like a really emotional like bit. So it's
I
so
can only
cool.
imagine, because the song is so emotional. I'm like, it's probably at a like specific point in the story.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it. I haven't seen it yet, so
oh my gosh,
yeah, that'll be good. Antichrist, I want to talk about too, because I also love it.
Thank you.
This is just an interview of me fangirling over your music.
I love it. Like, ego boost for me.
Yeah. So you wrote this song about like not feeling the same way for another person, right? Do you remember that specific moment with that person when you felt that way, or was that something that was kind of more gradual?
I think it was something that I was trying to convince myself for a long time that I didn't feel, because I really cared about the person. And it was, I wrote about sort of my first proper sort of relationship, and I probably wasn't in a state where I could really properly be there for somebody and treat somebody how they were supposed to be, how they deserve to be treated and stuff like that, because I don't know, we're all busy, and like, I kind of just didn't have the emotional energy for this person. So I think I was trying to convince myself for a long time that, that I still was in that good place, you know? And then I think coming to terms with it, writing Antichrist, and there's another song on the album called Flatlining, which I wrote about the same situation. And I think they just really helped me to come to terms with it all, and it's a normal thing to feel, I mean, I know it's quite self-deprecating, and I'm calling myself the Antichrist, but I don't think I should have beat myself up about it that much. It's okay.
Yeah, I think it's a real human emotion, and I think other people will relate to that.
Sure, too. I hope so.
Yeah, especially when so many songs are like about heartbreak and being the one that's like gets their heart broken, but to be that person to kind of be in that situation, I think is so
sure. Having to hurt somebody that you really genuinely care about is never nice.
Yeah.
So
totally. Holly, thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you for having me.
It's been so nice to see you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it.